What's up, everybody? CEO in the making, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the Andis Slimline Pro Li. It's a cordless trimmer produced by Andis, so I'm going to do kind of a product review, and then I'm also going to give my opinion on how they match up with the Andis T-Outliner, which is what I normally use to trim my hair. So I gotta say, I have been pleasantly surprised with these trimmers. You know, I'm sure if you guys out there that cut your hair, or if you're a barber, I'm sure you already know about these. They're not exactly new. I'm just kind of late. So a lot of y'all, like I said, y'all probably already know about these and probably already have these. But better late than never, right? But since I've had them, dope trimmer, like dope trimmer. I've been, like I said, pleasantly surprised. I honestly didn't expect a whole lot. You know, I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest, especially with it being a cordless trimmer. It's my first cordless clipper trimmer, first cordless anything in terms of cutting my hair. So like I said, I didn't really know what to expect, but I have been converted into a fan very quickly. So first things first, as y'all can see, I've been holding it up here. It's very sleek, slim design, hence the name Slimline Pro. It's got kind of a brushed metal finish, which is pretty dope. You know, you don't see too many trimmers that look like this. Fits in the hand very well, very easy to maneuver, etc. So pretty dope. So obviously it comes with the trimmer, comes with some little guard attachments, more so for like your facial hair or your beard. You get a charging station, and then obviously the cord to attach it to, and then to hook it up to your outlet to charge it. When you open these out of the box, it instructs you to charge them before you turn them on for the first time. I want to say it took maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to fully charge them, but after it's fully charged, the box says that it's good for up to 2 hours of runtime. I don't know if you can see that, but I haven't used them enough to truly test that. So I've only charged them once, and I've used them a few times on that one charge. So battery life so far has been pretty good. So to get to the point, okay. So if I had to pick one, which one is better, the Slimline Pro or the T-Outliner? Okay. I'm going to say it depends on how you look at it, and that's just being honest. If you want to get the sharpest, cleanest lineup in the most efficient way possible, I'm going to say you're going to go with the T-Outliner, okay? And I think most barbers will probably agree with me on that. The T-Outliner is more powerful. It is a lot more precise, I would say, and you can achieve the same level or the same cut or the same lineup with these. It may just take you a little bit longer, or at least me. So like I said, the T-Outliner has more power, so when you're hitting your lines, you know, you probably get a sharper cut a little bit faster than with these Slimline Pros. But, big but, these, in my short amount of time of using them, these have some advantages that kind of even the playing field with the Andis T-Outliner. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So first thing, as you can see, like I said, it's very sleek, very slim, fits in your hand. The blade is you know, smaller than like a T-Outliner blade. It's shorter. You know, a T-Outliner blade would probably come out like this, whereas this is a lot shorter. So it's kind of a plus and a negative. For me, it's more of a plus, because especially if you're a beginner, it makes it easier to cut in tight spaces, you know, like around the ear, you know, your arches, areas that can be kind of hard to maneuver. The shorter blade makes it easier, and I would say that's more so for like beginners. I know some barbers like to replace the blade with the actual Andis T blade, just because you can cut more hair, you know, with a bigger blade. So that T blade is going to allow you to do, you know, fewer strokes, you know, going around your hairline. You're not going to have to do as many with that wider blade, because like I said, it's going to cut more hair. But you know, for someone like me, like I said, I'm not a barber. I basically just cut my own hair. It's not a big deal, you know what I mean? It's not gonna make or break anything if it takes me a little bit longer to line myself up with this smaller blade. Okay, so that's one touching point when it comes to the Slimline Pro versus the T-Outliner. Touching point number 2 is that you can also zero gap these, which is really dope, especially for, you know, a smaller cordless trimmer. To be able to zero gap these is super dope. Now it took me I think two times to get these set just right. The first time I did set them a little too close. I mean, when I used them, you know, I could tell afterwards my skin was burning a little bit, so they were a little too close. Now, with that being said, since these are less powerful, even with them set too close, my skin wasn't as irritated as they would have been with a T-Outliner that had been adjusted too close. So these are a little more safer, you know, on the skin, especially when you talk about adjusting those blades to get that sharper cut. So that's also one thing that I like about them. Like I said, it took me 2 times to get them set just right, but now that I have them set just right, I get a sharp cut, and I don't have to worry about irritating my skin, you know, as I'm doing my lineup. It's like it has the perfect amount of power, you know, for me. So you get a sharp cut, like I said, and it doesn't bother the skin once you get it set right. Okay, let me say that. So like I said, it may take you more than one time, but once you get it set right, these are super dope. Super dope. One of the biggest differences with the Slimline Pro and the T-Outliner, okay, this is a big difference, okay, is the heat. Okay, everybody that knows about the T-Outliner knows they're infamous for getting hot. All right, since I've had the T-Outliners, they get hot relatively quickly, and when I'm lining myself up, I have to constantly remind myself, if I'm not using them, to turn them off, you know what I mean, so they don't get so hot, you know, so fast. Okay, and then I don't know if you guys have seen in some of my other videos, I actually have 2 pairs of T-Outliners. The reason I got the second pair is because they get so hot. So when I'm lining myself up and the first pair get too hot, I switch to the other ones, you know, so I bought a whole new clipper just for that purpose. These, I can do my entire lineup and not have to worry about them getting hot, which is a huge plus. I've been using these more than my T-Outliners lately, off that reason alone. You know what I mean? So like I said, if y'all know about the T-Outliners, if you have a pair, y'all know them things get hot. These, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, that's a super big advantage with these. Let me see, like my face, I don't have very much facial hair, but if I do use them on my face, it's cool. Sometimes with my T-Outliners, especially since I have them adjusted, I have to be kind of careful with how I'm hitting the hair on my face so that it doesn't irritate my skin. So other than that, I would say, you know, once you take all those things into account, it's pretty even. Like, you know, I can get, like I said, I can get probably achieve the same look, the same lineup with these. It's probably just going to take me a little longer. They're not as powerful, you know, like I said, that blade is smaller, so I'm gonna have to do more strokes, you know, to get straight lines across and everything like that. But when you take into account all those other advantages that I mentioned, it kind of balances itself out, in my opinion. So you know, it's easy to adjust them, zero gap them. It's basically the same process as the T-Outliner. I have a video on how to do that, so if you haven't seen it, click the pop-up. It'll take you straight to that exact same process. You got these 2 screws here, take them off, you can access that moving blade, adjust that thing and get them cutting just right. So I will post the link in the description where you can pick these up at. I want to say, I don't know what I spent, like maybe 50, low 50 something for these. I don't know exactly, but they're not too expensive. Dope trimmer. I would definitely look into these, especially for beginners. Super dope. Yeah, man, that's really all I got, man. Andis Slimline Pro, can't go wrong with them. Definitely add them to your arsenal. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description where you can pick them up at. Any questions, comments, concerns, make sure y'all leave those in the comment section. If this video was helpful for y'all, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. More videos coming soon, so stay tuned. See you on the making.